y'all, welcome on back to the Mountain Man's Cryptid Call-In, the brand new series here on the channel where I get or give a call to a friend of the channel who actually had their very own cryptid encounter, and this gives them a chance to be able to tell the world all about it. Now today we have a gentleman from, I don't know where he's from, but he said he had it in Michigan, Mr. Chris Ashley, and we're going to be learning all about his encounter with the Dogman, which is perfect. He's calling right now, so let's do it. Is it working?
Hello?
Oh, hello, Chris. How are you doing today?
Just out working in the yard.
Sounds good. So, you want to tell us all about your encounter with the Dogman?
Well, like I said, it was about 20 years ago, back up in Michigan. I went up there for a family reunion.
Oh.
I just turned 17, getting ready to graduate high school. And next thing you know, we went out to his grandfather's farm in Wexford County. We were out there in the woods camping, being teenagers as always. And it was around 11:45 p.m. at night. We had just put the fire out, got ready to turn in for the night, and next thing you know, we see this big black thing. We hunt, we fish, we do pretty much anything outdoors.
Yeah.
And this thing, on all fours, stood about 5 feet.
Wow. And it looked canine-like to you?
Head of a canine, body of a man.
Oh, interesting.
Dark skin, brown fur.
Oh, brown fur, Interesting. So you definitely think you saw the Dogman that night, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yellow eyes, everything.
Wow, that's just like how the SOA team was describing it in the most recent episode.
Yes.
They're after him right now.
And I'm originally from Michigan, so the legend of Dogman is around that area all the time.
Yes. That is true. Lots of reports of him up there.
Me and him, we came out of our town, we said to ourselves, is this a fucking werewolf?
Oh, a werewolf.
And he's like, no, that ain't no werewolf. And
nope.
I'm like, well, there's only one thing it could be, because it ain't a Bigfoot, it ain't a bear.
Nope.
And stood up on both back legs. This thing towered 7 to 10 feet tall.
Wow.
We reverted back to our 5-year-old selves and booked it out of that goddamn campsite.
I don't blame you. Damn, that's quite the encounter.
His uncle said, what's wrong with you? All we are is pale white, stuttering, and just terrified that night.
Yep. Man.
We didn't sleep till the next morning about 9 o'clock.
Something like that would definitely shake you up. I mean, that's pretty darn scary.
I've been for 20 years, and I'm 38 now.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're sitting here thinking to yourself, every night around that time and your full moon, you're thinking, is it going to come back? Because I live in the countryside in Alabama.
Wow. So this thing still haunts you to this day, that encounter 20 years ago. Wow.
Yes.
And that's the thing with encounters, they stick with you.
I've told reporters, I've told everything, and they just look at me like I'm crazy.
I know, that's what happens. Damn.
But you can't make a story up like this if you can picture it to this day and you remember every detail.
And the scary thing is the Dogman's still out there to this day. Now it seems like he's in West Virginia, it seems like, with the SOA team after him.
Well, I stayed with my grandmother in the backwoods of Alabama, and it was just last month, in fact, that I had seen something again.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it was a full moon.
He likes to come out on the full moon.
Yes. This thing came out of the woods across from our yard. Same height, same everything, and I'm like, it's got to be it.
Yes. Wow.
This thing stared me down right through my front window for about 5-10 minutes.
Oh, wow, that long?
Yeah.
Wow,
And then
that
it
thing just
just
has
took
no
off
fear.
driving down the driveway.
Wow. Crazy. That's really cool encounter. It's cool that you saw him recently, too. Do you have any
Well, the
picture or
one with the
videos?
dog. No. My phone was in my room. I was scared shitless.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's okay. Huh. So, well, you said you saw him outside your grandma's house, right? The second time?
Yeah.
Where is that at? Is that in Michigan, too?
No, we're in Alabama right
Oh,
now.
yeah, that's right. Alabama. Huh.
After the incident with Michigan, I moved away as quick as possible.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame you. Huh. That's really
Worst
cool.
part, it was the year before I graduated.
Yeah. Huh. Have you ever had any
But people
other
don't
encounters?
realize that the last time I remember is when I went up for my uncle's funeral.
Uh-huh.
We had went out to his property,
Oh.
cleaning it, spent the weekend there,
Hmm.
and we had heard, I believe it was like 3 or 4 howls,
Hmm.
and saw silhouettes in the tree line.
Oh. Was that the Dogman too, you think?
We believe so because it was around the same time every 10 years.
Wow. Huh. Yeah, I never...
And my uncle, before he passed away, said that there was packs of dogmen in his property.
Wow. Has he had any encounters of his own? Separate encounters?
He had passed away back in 2010.
Oh. Wow. So you think the Dogmen are sticking around his property then, for sure?
Yes.
Huh. Interesting. That's pretty cool.
The legend of the Dogman goes all the way back to Wexford County.
Oh, really? I don't know much of the lore about it. Because it was never in Mountain Monsters, I guess.
Well, that's the thing. Mountain Monsters, they tell you that there's stuff out there, and the skeptics like, oh, it's not real.
Yep.
Well, when you see it for yourself, you know.
Exactly. I sure wish I could have had an encounter with them.
Myself, I was a skeptic for about 20 years until I seen it that day.
Yeah. That's pretty wild. Well, thank you for sharing your encounters. Have you ever encountered any, like, Bigfoot on your property or anything like that?
No, but when I was out walking, I had encountered footprints of it.
Hmm. Interesting. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know. Now, in the most recent SOA episode, they're after the Dogman. Did you see that one?
Yes, I did. They're talking about releasing part 2 before they go on tour.
Yes.
Around November 14th.
Uh-huh. Well, they think that, or Buck thinks for sure, it could possibly have been the Wild Woman. Do you think there's any chance that what you saw could have been the Wild Woman too?
Well, like I said, I know of the Dogman because I've heard lore of it.
Yeah.
And from the Wild Woman,
I don't think she moves too much. Yeah.
I don't think she moves too much,
No.
but over in America, the Dogman's always being spotted, no matter where you
I know.
are.
It doesn't seem to matter which state. I wouldn't doubt there's some up here in Canada too, but probably not where I live.
Well, it's definitely one of those things that you gotta look out for, and you gotta know what you're looking for.
Yes. That is
Because the
true.
print I saw beside my grandfather's house was about a 6 to 7 foot print.
Hmm.
And I used to hunt with my grandfather, and this thing from the print, looked like it weighed about 500 to 600 pounds.
Wow. That's pretty darn big. Hmm.
I've hunted coyote, wolf, bear, moose, elk, deer, pretty much anything that you can hunt.
Yeah.
But when a predator like that is hunting you, you definitely don't want to be around.
Nope. That's for sure. Well, I'm trying to think of other questions I could ask about this Dogman encounter. How about, did you hear anything? Any howls or anything like that during
It
these
was
encounters?
almost like a human screaming.
Huh. That's interesting. Definitely makes me think it's more part human than I ever thought it was before.
Well, the way my cousin described it, it sounded like almost like a human/cat being killed.
Ooh, that's a weird sound. Can imagine it. Huh.
And that was the first sign that we knew something was there, because it was just me and him. We were 16, 17 years old, thinking that we were badasses, being teenagers, doing all this out alone.
Yeah.
And he had a German Shepherd with him, and you know they're territorial and everything.
Oh yeah, I love those dogs.
And his dog never barked, never growled, nothing. But
No.
that night, it went off like a fire alarm.
Oh, dogs can always sense it, especially when it's a dog-like creature.
And the smell that we got when it first appeared was like death.
Oh, that's kind of how like Buck, Huck, and Bill kind of described it too.
It literally had me having a gag reflex, and
Ooh, just
I had
like
a
Buck.
strong stomach.
Yeah. Interesting. Huh. Man, I wonder if this thing, it sounds pretty ginormous. Like, I wonder how it would look next to a Bigfoot. Like, what one's at the top of the food chain, I wonder. You think this thing's even more dangerous than a Bigfoot?
From the legends I've heard, this thing, it will rip a person apart without even thinking.
Wow.
And myself, as a kid, I watched scary movies all the time. I was never afraid of anything.
No.
Just talking about it has me having goosebumps yet again.
Wow. That's what happens with encounters. They stick with you and they can shake you up for years.
Myself, I don't even go out at night.
No. I really don't either. It's just not worth it sometimes. Never know what's out there.
Well, when you see something like that, you know that the fine line between supernatural and the real is thin.
Yeah, that is true. Wow.
There is nothing like it that will make me change my mind that I will never hunt again.
Yeah. Huh. Wow. Well, do you have anything else to share about these encounters, or is that pretty much it?
That's pretty much it.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for being on this episode, and thanks for sharing your encounters.
Yep.
All right. If you ever have any more encounters, come back for another episode.
I will.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. Wow. That was crazy. I mean, the Dogman, it's just so fitting because the Dogman is in, SOA right now. The new show, of course. They're after him, and they're hunting him in West Virginia. But Chris said he saw him in Michigan 20 years ago, and he saw him more recently, I think he said about a month ago, didn't he? That was in Alabama, at his grandma's house. So, I mean, this Dogman clearly gets around. Now, I know it's not just one, obviously. There's multiple of them out there. Everybody likes to say, with Bigfoot, it's just one. How does he get from there to there to there? Well, there's clearly multiple. And the same thing goes for the Dogman. There's probably not that many out there because, I think they're borderline extinct, honestly, all these cryptids. But that's pretty darn wild that Chris saw him in different states. And I don't know my geography all that well, but I do believe Michigan's pretty far from Alabama, right? And West Virginia, it's not that far. I mean, I'm close to Michigan. I'm pretty much right borderline Michigan. I am, really. I'm in southern Ontario, so I'm pretty much in Michigan right now. So honestly, I was saying to Chris, I don't think the Dogman would be where I'm at, but honestly, why not? I mean, if he saw him in Michigan, all he's got to do is cross the Detroit River, and he's here. So, I don't know. Now I don't feel too safe about going out at night. You know, sometimes you hear things, and you see things, and you don't think much, oh, that's probably just a coyote, but you just never know. You just never know what kind of cryptids are out there, you know? You certainly don't. I mean, they're elusive beasts, and this one sounds extremely elusive. I mean, but yet he does get around. Like, there's reports of him. I don't know too much about the lore. I should have studied that a little bit more. In fact, the call didn't last all that long, so we could go a little bit longer and look up some lore on the Dogman lore, just to get this episode closer to like 20 minutes, because the last one was super long. This one wasn't as long, but you're going to get that. They're all going to be extremely long. Some might be shorter, and some might be really long. I don't think it should be more than like 35 minutes, but I don't know. I mean, if the encounter takes that long to tell, then hey, I'm here, ready to listen. Although I don't know if I'll have that much storage on my phone to record. Well, I'm using Biddy's phone today, actually, to record. So, the Dogman legend is a modern folklore cryptid, most prominently the Michigan Dogman. So, yeah, this thing actually seems to kind of be most prominently seen in Michigan. Huh, I didn't know that. It's a werewolf-like creature said to have a dog's head, man's torso, and a human-like scream. Wow, the legend gained widespread popularity after a Traverse City radio. Traverse City's close to me. The DJ Steve Cook released a song about it as an April Fool's Day prank in 1987, which led to numerous listener-submitted sightings. I didn't know that. The myth is most often associated with the years ending in 7, suggesting a decade-long cycle for its appearances, starting in 1887. That's interesting. And Chris did say he didn't see him on a year that ended with 7. He saw him in 2005, which is when I was born. And I think, I forget the other year. Or this year, clearly. That's 20 years exactly after. He saw him like a month ago, he said. And big old hawk up there. Looks like he's watching me. And then I forget when he said his uncle. Oh, he said in 2010 his uncle saw him. And these things are seemingly circling his uncle's property. So, I mean, that's scary to think. Imagine if you live somewhere and you have this pack of dogmen all around your yard and just circling, ready to pounce. I mean, that's pretty scary. It's a scary thought. But anyways, I guess... Oh, ooh, what the hell is that? Look at that thing. What the hell is that? Looks like some kind of decomposed dogman. It was just a guy in a mask, but... Huh. Yeah, on Wikipedia it actually labels him as the Michigan Dogman. Wow. I don't know. Oh, it's a Dogman. Not that Dogman. I forgot about that. The Captain Underpants Dogman. Oh man. Dogman legends from Canada. So yeah, this thing has been seen in Canada. Oh my gosh. Ooh. I've seen this one before many times. This picture right there. I feel like everybody's probably seen that picture. It's a very classic image. I don't know who made it, but it's illustrated nicely. Ooh, look at this one with the body looking more like a man's body. Ooh, that's creepy. Look at the one in the middle I'm talking about. Very creepy. Anyways, I guess that should be it. Ooh, that thing's scary as hell. Oh my gosh, one more. Look at that. Kind of blurry, but there it is. That one looks more like the Hulk's body. Excuse me. I knew I was gonna let out a big old cough sooner or later. I am still sick, but anyways, thanks a lot to Chris Ashley for coming on. That was a really cool encounter. We have more coming soon. Some pretty exciting ones that I have lined up. We have a lot. Big Rowdy's supposed to be coming back soon to tell about his Bigfoot encounters, or maybe just one or multiple, I forget what he said, but he's going to be coming back on everybody liked Big Rowdy last time. Thanks to all of y'all for the support on this series. Got over 1,000 views on the last episode right now, and I'm pretty happy about that. I didn't know if it would do well or not. It's seeming to do good, but either way, it's still just a fun series where I can interact with y'all, and you can tell me all about your encounters, and, this is a way for them to get, told to the whole entire world. Whoever wants to watch can watch, as long as you have YouTube access. Anyways, thanks to Chris again. Thanks to y'all for watching, and I'll be seeing y'all next time for another Cryptid call-in. Hoorah! Gonna catch some Dogman.